Start of the homestand for the Kings. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And I think for Sacramento, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, but their work is far from finished, Greg. You know that. Their success in the regular season is all well and good, but that'll be forgotten if they don't make a run in the postseason.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the 1. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
On defense, Sacramento, they come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And here is Cousins following Motiejunas' three. Good ball movement here by the Kings. It's Gay with the drive. It's rebounded by Houston. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
And it's Gay again missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Beverly wide open. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Beverly's got 5 points so far.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Rondo against Beverly. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Shot from the top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot. Cousins has got his second bucket tonight.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And Beverly kicks to Howard. AC with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Gay, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. To the paint. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Defensive foul. Trevor Ariza. First personal foul, team's foul.
For DeMarcus Cousins, his numbers have been flat out phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. Sometimes hidden by the lack of what's around him in Sacramento, especially, you know, Greg, when you compare last year's stats with other centers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's averaged nearly 5 points more per game than the next center. Top 3 in rebounding for all centers. This guy is the complete package down low.
Nice job coming off that screen.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
The Kings trail by 3. Outside Rondo. Now the pass to Collison. Shot clock at 6. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Cousins. Great showing for him last season. Checking in at about 24 points per, 12 rebounds and 3 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Howard. Ariza outside. Harden. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
You know, guys, back to DeMarcus Cousins last season. He was top 3 for centers in assists and steals, and he was in the top 7 in block shots.
And talking about Cousins, he's a franchise talent. No one debates that. He can take over a game anytime he feels like it. And heaven help the NBA if he ever starts feeling like it over an 82-game year.
Now here's Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He feeds it to Cousins. He kicks to Collison. Corner shot. Can't hit, so Houston will take it the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Ariza with it. Gay picks him up defensively. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Rockets 4th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
So it's Sacramento now, trailing by 5. Cousins dishes to Collison. Here's AC. Motiejunas grabs the miss.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Now here's Rondo after Motiejunas' miss. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
Thanks, Doris. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike.
Some changes for Sacramento. Caspi comes in for Quincy Acey. And it's Bellinelli in for Darren Collison. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. Ashamed to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
The Kings making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Lawson kicks to Ariza. Houston gets it back. Rondo against Lawson. Passes it to Thornton. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
Lawson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And Thornton kicks to Jones. To the inside. Here's Capella. And he jams it with authority.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And guys, the wheels really fell off for Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. Curry comes in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to Bellinelli. Lets the 3 fly. Cauley Stein dishes to Kufis. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets leading by 8. Thornton passes to Jones. Back to Thornton. They get the rebound. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Capella's got his second basket of the night. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry kicks to Caspi. They set the pick. Got a piece of it. Left side Lawson. Jones, no one around him. And the 3 off target. On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team. I mean, they'll look to prove it again here tonight.
It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Sacramento has possession. Following the score by Houston. To the right side. Bellinelli. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Bellinelli's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Screen by Jones. Ariza outside. Marcus Thornton on the wing. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's good. Thornton's got 5 now.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Kufis with it. Working on Jones. 3 for Caspi. No luck. So Houston will take it the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now, here's Kufis following the miss by Lawson. And that one's good. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Ariza outside. This one for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Over to the left wing. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Here's Thornton. They lead by 4. Fires from the line, and that one's good. Thornton's got 7.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Curry. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets lead by 6. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball. This is my passion, you know, on the court. It's my sanctuary. You know, I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight